let's not drop them. Well, hello and welcome to another tabletop TBR game where I use my game to pick the books to be read for that month. It is August and I have found out that there is a plus size readathon going on that I have to be a part of for sure. I will be joining Julie's team, the Sour team, but I will try and do both prompts. I'll have another video for it if you're interested in joining coming up pretty soon because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time, and I would love for people to check out the hosts, Julie and Lexi, and show them some love and participate if, like me, you want to read more books that feature plus size characters. Hopefully, the TBR game will give me some prompts that will allow me to do this, but we'll have to see. Sometimes my game is nice, sometimes it's not. Who knows what it's going to be this month? I guess let's jump into it and find out. Top of the game, let's pick our 10 bonus prompts. So we have different country, a book with a red cover, historical, busy but still get a point, a classic, a debut novel, an extra point, a reread, 2 points on anything, another 2 points on anything. Oh, and that's all of them. So we can put that off to the side. We still have a bunch of game ones that we haven't used, but we get to pick one top of the game. So another move to spaces. I'll put that with the other ones. Let's shuffle as well, although we did pick one from it. Top of the round, oh, we're doing 10 rounds as usual. Hopefully the game's gonna be nicer to us this time than it has been in the past. First go is a 3. I should re-roll that. We have 4 of these, so I'll use this one. Trying to get higher numbers to get those points. A 5, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we get one of these. Draw 2, keep 1. I have another one of these. I was supposed to use that last round. Actually, no, never mind. I'll keep them both. I should have probably gotten rid of that, but oh well. We get to roll again. Okay. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A regular prompt. Okay, so our first one, a book no one is talking about. All right. Our first prompt, a book nobody is talking about. I am going to take this opportunity to pick a book with a plus size character. This is one that I've had for a while, and it is Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Rivera. And I don't know much about this, but it is queer, and it does have a plus size main character, so I think I'm gonna have a good time. It says that Juliet is a self-proclaimed closeted Puerto Rican baby dyke from the Bronx. That is, until her coming out to her family crashes and burns. And she's not sure her mom will ever speak to her again, but Juliet has a plan. Sort of. Her cross-country internship with Harlow Brisbane, legendary author and ultimate authority on feminism, women's bodies, and other gay-sounding stuff, is sure to help her figure out this whole Puerto Rican lesbian thing. Except Harlow's white, and not from the Bronx, and she definitely doesn't have all the answers. In a summer bursting with queer brown dance parties, a sexy fling with a motorcycling librarian, and intense explorations of race and identity, Juliet learns what it means to come out to the world, to her family, and to herself. Aww! Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had this on my shelf for a while, and you know how sometimes that happens where you stop getting as excited about a book as you were when you originally got it? And I believe this was like a discount book. So like it was just one of those things where I got because I got it for really cheap, and now I'm all like, hey, I'm glad I got this because this sounds right up my alley. I think this is gonna be a fun time. Okay, let's see. 5. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next prompt. Take a break, no book added, but you still get a point. Okay, not sure how to feel about this. Either the game is trying to be really nice to me before it crashes and burns and gets all mean later, or I don't know, but we've got to take a break, so no book prompt for this one. We'll see what we get after. I'm nervous. Come on, give me something good. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, another normal prompt. Book with blank in the title. 3, a book with girl in the title. Interesting, interesting. Okay, for our next one, I'm cheating. I am totally cheating. I am double dipping. And I normally don't do this so early because I believe it was like last month that we got this. I didn't read it, okay? But it's, I want to. And it fits the prompt. So I'm going to go with Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson. I realized that this book had a plus size main character and was all like, oh, we'll just wait to read that next month. And then I was looking at all of the books that I want to read this month, and none of them had the word girl in it, okay? So we're going to use this for the letter U from last month and for the word girl. And we're going to get both points if we read it. Because why the heck not? It's my game, my rules. I won't go too much into this one since we did cover it in the last one, but basically we have our main character whose best friend ends up passing away with some mean girls, and everybody thinks that it is a suicide pact sort of situation, and she's like, no way, that's not happening. She would never, she's not even friends with those people. And so she decides that she's going to bring them back to life and figure out who killed them. But of course, things aren't that easy and they don't entirely remember what went down. And so she has to help them with their unfinished business while trying to figure out what actually happened. And she's running out of time. So yeah, it seems like it's going to be quirky and fun despite such a like kind of morbid, sad premise. But I think it'll be a little bit more lighthearted with the whole fact that she is bringing them back from death to figure everything out. Okay, 7 more to go. 6. We do get a point for passing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And am I also picking these? I'm not gonna. We have so many. That's just another normal prompt. We're getting a lot of them. Okay, a steamy novel. Okay, another success. So far, we're 3 for 3 with these plus size recs. I'm gonna go with That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. As far as I am aware, this is a smutty romance, and I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of the stuff that I've heard about it. It's funny, it's self-aware, it's romantasy, and it should be steamy. I'm pretty sure it should be steamy. So hopefully I'm not wrong about this because I'm excited. I've heard good things about it. And I do like books that are self-aware in a funny way, as I guess it pokes fun at a lot of tropes and fantasy elements and things like that. Like, it's supposed to just be a silly fun time, and I'm here for that. I don't really know what the premise is other than the character gets drunk, ends up saving a demon, and then somehow they have to like do some sort of adventure together and they start falling for each other and sleeping around or something like that. I don't know, something, but it's supposed to be silly and fun, so who cares? The game is being really nice to me so far. Not sure how I feel about that, but let's keep going. Next roll. Okay, we got our first double. Of course, it's right when I say the game is being nice to me. It's funny because like sometimes that's not the case, but sometimes it totally is. Okay, so now this goes up. I'm still gonna re-roll that, but keep that because I want a higher number than this. So let's use our next, let's re-roll that. If you are playing, you could use the let's re-roll that to negate the extra prompt. I just don't because it's fun having things add up. Okay, so 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Regular prompt. A book that's a part of a series. Well, well, well. Things are working out in my favor for sure. I'm going to piggyback off of our last pick and go with the next book in this series, That Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf. This one I know a little bit more about the at least general premise. We have our main character who's a friend from the last book, as far as I'm aware, and she's at a bar and some dude is like trying to get her to drink a drink and she's all like, no dude, I don't want to drink this thing, and he keeps pressing her, and so she throws it at him and he ducks and she ends up hitting a werewolf who's just minding his own business, and as he turns around he sees her and the love potion that guy was trying to get her to drink ends up taking effect. And so he locks eyes on her, falls for her, and it's supposed to last for like 2 weeks or something. So she's kind of forced to be around him while trying to wait for the effects of the love potion to wear off. And obviously, as they spend time together, they start actually catching feels for each other. At least she, I'm assuming, catches feels for him, which is going to be interesting when she knows that he has the love potion. Whatever, something like that. It gets steamy, it gets fun. It's supposed to be a fun time. I'm excited. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't hate them, since I'm going to be reading 2 of them for this month. Fingers crossed that I actually enjoy these books, because I love the idea of them. And this cover art, come on. We've got plus size girl, fun, romantasy, fantasy, fun times. Totally here for it. Is the game gonna go downhill from here? Nervous. All right, next roll. A 3. That's boring. Okay. We're using up all of these. Let's re-roll that. We're getting super low rolls this time. Okay, 5. Better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Better than before. Okay, so, draw 2, keep 1. I'm gonna use one of these, because I was just saying how I was supposed to use that last time. Let's put this down. So, I'm gonna go with the easy one this round and do female protagonists, because why not? Okay, for female protagonists, I thought not only should we get a book with a female protagonist that has a plus size character, but that is also sapphic, because I'm just embracing my queer little heart with all of the books that I'm reading. So I'm going to go with Can't Resist Her by Kiana Alexander also, because I realized that a lot of the sapphic books that I have are not featuring POC characters. And so I need more of that. If you have suggestions, let me know. I have 2 books by this author and a couple of like rando books, but like my selection's very small. Anyway, what is this one about? So we have, after years away from home, Summer Graves is back in Austin, Texas to accept a new teaching position. Of all the changes to the old neighborhood, the most dispiriting one is the slated demolition of the high school her grandmother founded. Ooh, there's no way she can let developers destroy her memories and her family legacy. On the architectural team, revitalizing the neighborhood, hometown girl Aiko Holt is all about progress. Then she sees Summer again. Some things never change. Neither can forget the kiss they shared at their senior year dance. Neither can back down from her unwavering belief about what's right for the neighborhood. For now, the only thing Summer and Aiko are willing to give into is a heart that still burns. But can 2 women with so much passion agree to disagree long enough to fall in love? So I guess this would count as a second chance romance, actually. I'm interested in seeing where this goes. 5 more to go. Okay, next one. 5 again. Magic number for this game. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang. Okay, another normal prompt. A genre pick. Let's see what we're gonna get. 3, horror. This one was a little bit of a struggle because I wasn't sure if there was plus size rep in this, but there is. We're doing so good. So far, everything has checked off. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go with Delicious Monsters by Leslie Sandberry. As far as I'm aware, the plus size isn't a big part of it, but there's dual perspectives, and one of the characters, it does mention that she is plus size. I don't know, I haven't read it, but that's what I hear. So hopefully that is true and this will count. It says here that Daisy sees dead people, something impossible to forget in bustling ghost pack Toronto. She usually manages to deal with her unwanted ability, but she's completely unprepared to be dumped by her boyfriend. So when her mother inherits a secluded mansion in northern Ontario, where she spent her childhood summers, Daisy jumps at the chance to escape. But the house is nothing like Daisy expects, and she begins to realize that her experience with the supernatural might be no match for her mother's secrets, nor what lurks within these walls. A decade later, Brittany is desperate to get out from under the thumb of her abusive mother, a best-selling author who claims her stay at Miracle Mansion allowed her to see the error of her ways. But Brittany knows that's nothing but a sham. She decides the new season of her popular haunted web series will uncover what happened to a young black girl in the mansion 10 years prior, and finally expose her mother's lies. But as she gets more wrapped up in the investigation, she'll have to decide if she can only bring one story to light, which one matters most, Daisy's or her own. Okay. As Brittany investigates the mansion in the present, Daisy's story runs parallel in the past, telling the girls to face the most dangerous monsters of all, those that hide in plain sight. I love everything about that. I love dual timelines, and I really like when you're uncovering the history of one through both of them. Like, I love that. I'm a fan of that. I know not everybody is, but I'm excited. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Whoops. Seriously, what is happening? Why am I just getting threes? Threes and fives. That's it. Do I use my last let's re-roll that? That's so annoying. Ugh. Okay. Let's re-roll that. Okay. 8. That's more like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get moved forward. Thank you, TBR gods. All right. Let's pick our prompt to reread an author. I always like this one. On a roll. So for rereading an author, I have read several books by this author before, really enjoyed them. I think every single one that I've read had plus size characters, and this one is no exception. So I'm going to be reading At First Spite by Olivia Dade or Dade. I don't know. I've heard a couple of different pronunciations and I'm not sure which one is correct. Another plus size character, another romance. I'm here for it. So in this one, we have a character whose fiance ends their engagement and she decides to move into the spite house that she recklessly bought him as a wedding gift. Oh God. Okay. So she says this is a problem because the house was built as a middle finger to the neighbor, which that's what spite houses are. If you don't know, I ended up reading The Spite House, I believe, by Johnny Thompson. What the fuck? My brain has not failed on me. The Spite House by Johnny Compton. I feel so proud of myself. I am bad at names in all ways, and the fact that I remembered that. Anyway, they tell you what a spite house is, and it's typically houses that are built despite everybody around them being all like, you should not make that house, and the person being all like, F you, I'm gonna make it anyway. And they do everything to adhere to the rules, but they do it in a way that's kind of like crappy or awkward or whatever. And so it sounds like this house that she bought is a brick house that is only 10 feet wide. And so her ex's home is literally attached to hers because of this. Oh, and it sounds like the dude who convinced her fiance to break things off is living on the opposite side. So she's like, I guess, in between them. And I'm assuming that she's going to fall for him. An enemies to lover situation, because it says Dr. Matthew Vine the freaking third, aka the uptight judgy jerk who convinced his younger brother, Johnny, to leave her, is living on her other side, only a 4-foot alley away. Because if she has to see Matthew every time she looks out her windows, she might as well have some fun with the situation by, say, playing erotic audiobooks at the top volume with the windows wide open. A woman living in a spite house is basically obligated to get petty payback however she can, right? Unfortunately, loathing Matthew proves more difficult than anticipated. He helps her move, he listens, and he's kind of hot? Damn it. And then it says, Matthew may not regret ending his brother's engagement, but he does regret what the breakup has done to Athena. Help her however he can. If that means finding her work, fine. If that means enduring nightly steamy story hours, so be it. And if that means watching Athena through the windows a bit too often and caring about her a bit too much, well, nothing can come of it. She'll never forgive him. Even if she did, how could he ever tell his beloved younger brother the truth, that Matthew wants the very same woman he encouraged Johnny to leave? Oh, messy! Messy! I don't know, but we're gonna find out. 3 more to go. I think we should use the draw 2, keep 1 for our next pick. Unless we get another 5. Surprise, surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, let's do our draw 2, keep 1, because we're supposed to use them each round that we pick them. Okay, I'm gonna go with the book with the name or title in the title. We're not gonna go that easy, which means this will go on the bottom. I'm gonna go with The Last Days of Lila Goodluck because Lila Goodluck is a name. I'm assuming it's hers. I would hope so. Okay, so Lila Goodluck saves the life of somebody as they're crossing the street, and the person's all like, let me pay you back by giving you these predictions. But unfortunately, of those predictions, one of them may be the winning lotto numbers, while the other one is, you only got a week left to live. And she's all like, who does that? But whatever, I don't believe it anyway. Until the first 3 predictions come true within 24 hours. Her disbelief turns to mild panic, and she's further horrified when she nearly runs a car off the road that belongs to Alistair Lennox, who just happens to be the illegitimate son of the British king. If she denies her soulmate, then the last prediction can't come true, right? But as the days count down, they become maybe friends and then maybe more. But between the relentless paparazzi and some disapproving royals, finding time for love isn't easy, especially when her days may be numbered. Yeah, so that sounds interesting. I will say I'm a little nervous in the fact that she's only got a week left to live, so it sounds like she's gonna, it sounds like it's gonna be a little insta-lovey, which I'm not here for, but maybe it's done in a way that I'll enjoy, and we'll see. Let's see. Next go. I almost thought. Okay, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man, we keep skipping all of the interesting things. It's okay, it's okay. Sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. A book that is my most recently acquired. Nice. On to our 9th pick. We are 9 out of 9. My most recently acquired book was a book for the plus size readathon. Yo, we're killing it. We're doing so good. So good. Okay, so Bride of the Haunted Manor is a gothic romance novella featuring a plus size character, as the title on Amazon said. Okay, so I figured it would be fun to have something that's a little bit spooky, a little bit dark, since most of the things that I find are just like fun, cutesy romances. So, you know, stirring things up a little bit is what we're trying to do here. This one says, what if love itself is the greatest threat? Welcome to Blackwood Manor, where even the shadows whispered secrets you may not survive to uncover. I thought I was taking just another caretaker job in a sprawling English estate. How wrong I was. The Blackwood Manor harbors secrets, wrapped in whispers and tragic romance. My unique gift lets me speak to spirits, and I find myself in a love that transcends life and death. But there's more than just love and loss in these walls. A sinister force is out to claim us all. I don't know. Sounds fun. And it's not that long, so also the words are big. The words are big, so I feel like this will probably be a pretty fast read, honestly. Okay, possibly our last roll. Usually when we get doubles, we start getting doubles left and right, but not this game. I think this is going to be the last one. Yeah, it's the actual last one. What is happening? I've had so many crazy TBR rounds that now that we have like a super easy one, it seems so weird. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Regular prompt. Oh my God. Okay. A book with a face on the cover. Yo, seriously? That's it? That's all the TBR game had for me? I'm confused. I'm confused. Is this for serious? Wow. She was more than nice. More than nice this round. Okay. Okay, so for our last one, technically there's a face on it. When I made this prompt, I was thinking, you know, like a big, mostly face situation, but I'm just, you know what, there's a face. It exists. And so I'm going to go with Curse for Days by Loa Moher. This is another book with a plus size character. And as you can see, there is a face. She has a face and it's on the cover. So it counts. Okay? I'm cheating, but it's okay because this is just supposed to be fun. Okay? Okay. So we have successfully picked all books that have plus size characters. I feel super accomplished. Super accomplished. All right. What is this one about? I actually have no clue. Is this a romance? Is it just contemporary fiction? I don't know. Who knows? New life, new town, new home. If only her big, burly contractor didn't scowl at her so much. It's a romance. It's a romance. So we have a main character who's starting a new life in Galloway, North Carolina. And she's been alone for so long, she hardly remembers what community feels like. And her new fixer-upper home is a dream. It has great bones, and she can redo everything exactly the way she wants it. But the contractor everyone recommends is a big, grumpy local who barely speaks and seems to hate her guts. Little does she knows, he's grumbling on a daily basis to hide his growing attraction to this cheery, smartass woman with her sunshine enthusiasm, her kindness, and her round, sexy little body. I'm assuming this is probably going to be steamy as well, based off of how they just did those descriptors. So he has a debt to pay to the world and doesn't deserve love until he pays it. Best to keep his mind on his work and his hands to himself. But the more Rose sees Angus's gruff, honorable thoughtfulness and the more rusty laughter she surprises from him, the more she wants him to. Got like Grumption sunshine vibes. I don't know. It seems like it'll be cute. And so we did it. We successfully picked a bunch of books featuring plus size characters to read for the Readathon. This was really successful. Yeah, you guys should really check it out. I hope you guys do, because I'm obviously really excited about this. It's new to me, a totally new Readathon. It's been going on for a couple of years at this point, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And I'm glad that I have a bunch of books to choose from. I also have some more that I plan to use for the prompts because not all of these will work for them. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested in seeing what I do for the sweet prompts and the sour prompts, because like I said, I'm going to be participating in both. Thank you for being awesome. Let me know if you've read any of these before and what you think. And if you've made it this far, include some sort of bike emoji in the comment section down below. And I will catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!